Alright here, today I'm going to give y'all my top 5 for this upcoming weekend's race at the Daytona Road Course. But I do want to add before I get into the video that I am going to do a Pick 5 contest. And how a Pick 5 contest works for many of y'all that are new to the channel, well, it's pretty simple. All you're going to have to do is go down below to the comment section and type in who you think will finish in the top 5. If you go 5 for 5, you get an autographed hero card. And you also get a lot more stuff. And if you go 4 for 5, you get an unsigned hero card. But all you got to do is get down below, comment your top 5. You never know. You might win something. But let's get started.
Ryan Priest, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
This week and this week only, I'm going to do something a little different. NASCAR has not raced at the Daytona Road Course but only 2 times. And that was last year's race and the Busch Clash this last Tuesday night. So it would be hard to give y'all the last 5 winners. It just doesn't add up. So instead, I'm doing last year's race top 5. But you can obviously see it right there. You had 2 Chevys, 2 Toyotas, and 1 Ford in the top 5. Chase Elliott got the job done there in a dominating fashion. Denny Hamlin was 2nd place. Hamlin was fast, but not as fast as the 9 car that day. The 9 car was on a whole nother zip code, if you will. 3rd place was the 19 Car of Martin Truex Jr. Truex, just a couple of days ago in the Busch Clash, he was really fast, and that's someone to keep your eye on heading into this weekend's race at the Daytona Road Course. But 4th place was the 48 Car of Jimmy Johnson. He's unfortunately retired, and Alex Bowman has taken over that 48 ride. And 5th place was the 17 Car of Chris Buescher, and this was a big top 5 for Chris Buescher. Roush Fenway Racing these last couple of years have been going on a downfall, if you will. They're having a hard time getting top 15s and top 10s as it is, but more so getting a top 5 at a road course with a low experienced road racing driver as Chris Buescher. Wow. That was a big top 5 for Chris Buescher, and following that race, Buescher was kind of hot. He finished top 15s more often. I'm not saying Chris Buescher is going to head to Daytona this weekend and shock the world and make it back-to-back upset wins in NASCAR, but it would not surprise me to see him in the top 10. But those are your last 5 winners, top 5s, ouch, and your most recent winner in the Cup Series is obviously the 34 Car of Michael Mcdowell. But let's get into my top 5. Looking after a couple stats from last year's race at the Daytona Road Course, my top 5 is now officially set. Winning this Sunday's race at the Daytona Road Course will be no other than the 9 car of Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott last year dominated this race. He was so fast, he was on a whole other zip code, if you will. He was fast, and I think he will be fast this Sunday and win the Daytona Road Course. You gotta add though, he did finish 2nd in this year's Great American Race, the Daytona 500, so he has some momentum on his side. But 2nd place will be the 19 Car of Martin Truex Jr. Truex is a great road course racer. And you know what? This past Tuesday night in the Clash, he was making some aggressive moves and he was running some pretty fast laps. So Truex is someone to keep your eye on if you're wanting to see someone knock down Chase Elliott at the road course races. But 3rd place will be the 11 Car of Denny Hamlin. Hamlin didn't make it 3 Daytona 500s in a row. I'm pretty sure he's mad, and he'll head into this weekend, obviously, with a fast car. And who knows? He might upset Chase Elliott at the road course. But 4th place, this one right here might shock a lot of people and be a surprise. Will be the 16 car, yes, I'm saying that, the 16 car of A.J. Allmendinger. This is a one-off race, racing for Colleague. I know Colleague has a couple Cup races under their belt, nothing big, but yeah. I think Allmendinger nabs a top 5 for Colleague Motorsports. But 5th place will be the 12 car of Ryan Blaney. Last Tuesday night, Blaney was just a couple hundred feet away from winning that race, but he got dumped by Chase Elliott. So he didn't win it, but you know what? He was running some fast laps last Tuesday night. He was really competitive. He started on the pole, led some laps. So Blaney will get a top 5 in this weekend's race. And my dark horse will be no other than your Daytona 500 winner, the 34 Car of Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell is a great plate racer, but I also got to add, he's a really good road course racer. He used to race some Indy Light Cars a couple years back, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he was involved in IndyCar a couple years back, and so he's got some experience at the road courses, and he is someone that can maybe get a top 10, and that will help big time when he's trying to point his way in, because you got to add, a win doesn't really guarantee you a spot in the playoffs if you're like Michael McDowell, because Michael McDowell, he can wreck out in the next 2 weeks and be outside the top 30 in points, and he's not even in the playoffs as of now. He has to get a lot of points. Like, he has a win under his belt. This might be a little confusing, but he has a win under his belt, but he's not locked in yet. He's in one of those rides where they're like 25th to 30th place cars every week, and if he wrecks out, he can be outside the top 30 in points, and he won't be in. So he's got to get some points, and those are crucial points. So I think Michael McDowell nabs a top 10 finish at this weekend's race at the Daytona Road Course. But everybody, though, comment down below what you think about my predictions and who your top 5. You never know, you might win a prize, so please like and subscribe.